turn green.
Oh, hey.
Okay, are we on now?
Can you hear us now? Can you hear us?
Do we have the voice, the sound down for her voice?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay. Who was that?
Hunter.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I wonder if it won't run while we're also
Do
streaming.
you have the speaker, do you see the speaker?
Yeah, see the speaker, the mic up there?
Yeah.
Is it,
Turn-
okay, so turn the mic on, turn the oh well, where's the speaker? I mean, where's the? Let's see. Can you hear us?
Wave,
See that one down there?
wave if you can hear us.
She's muted, I think, maybe.
Well, that's,
Turn on your camera.
I think they're muted.
Try another device, okay. Turn your camera on.
Yeah. Try
so you, someone, are you over there?
Well, I tried it earlier and it wasn't
Okay.
happy with what I was trying to do.
Okay.
There's something.
Hey, type to us. Put me on your phone. Okay. Let me try that.
We might have to table that Baker Tilly thing.
We might make it later in the night, you can call her.
Yeah. I'm calling Hunter. He was trying to text me
Okay.
something.
Okay, so let's just proceed with you for the time being, okay?
all right.
Hey.
So, a couple weeks ago, I had come in and requested $8,000 to cover
Yeah.
the remaining necessary funds to cover the
Okay.
cost of this component of the park.
Yeah.
That was tabled. I went back and redid the math to make
Yeah,
sure
that's
that
what I
I
was
had
getting.
figures correct. That is the new amount that is
Okay.
what is needed to finish this part in order for us to go ahead and move forward with the proposal in October.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just like to request the $6,838.
So is this for engineering fees?
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Mike?
Okay.
It's a nice design.
All right.
It's how we get.
All right. I'll send her a message there and.
Any funds that go towards
I
it
don't know
go
if that's
match
showing
towards
up.
the large request.
Okay.
And we're supposed to get some word from Lily on their grant for
In
this.
October.
That grant is much bigger than
Yes, it is. It's $4.7
$6,000,
million
yeah,
request.
$6,000.
So.
Kind of like what we did before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We get it done, and then if we don't get that, we
I
still
think,
have to.
yeah, I think we need to take the step.
Okay.
and go
He sent
ahead.
my email and then I'll
Okay.
Get the design.
chat.
So if we spend the money and it doesn't go through,
Okay. All right.
then we've
I'll
just
call you
spent the
back
money.
probably a little bit.
Well, the money that you would be spending now,
Okay,
we've already got the deliverable. We're just needing, I mean, basically Ron's got the deliverable ready for that funds. This would just go towards this component, which is the amphitheater.
okay.
Okay, so that we would have.
How much is the total that we are matching now then on this whole thing, or we serve as a match to?
On the large grant,
Yeah,
on the $4.7 million request for the Eli Lilly funds, I believe it's a 10% match. But a lot of that, we were able to go ahead and meet that match. I had to meet that match before I ever really
Okay.
submitted the proposal, because you're looking at the amount of funds, the assessment of the property, the amount that MyPath has put in. There's lots of funds that we're able to put in towards that match.
We'll keep a list, we'll keep the total going.
I
How's that?
reckon, yeah.
I'll make a motion that we go ahead and pay for the engineering
Okay,
of this design.
for the Arts Commission,
Yeah.
And
okay.
you will create an invoice.
I can do that.
Tell us what it's for.
Yeah, yeah.
Tomorrow,
Okay.
And the amount is $6,838.20.
and 20 cents.
Okay, I'll second that motion.
All those,
All in favor?
aye?
Aye.
Okay.
All right, so, okay.
So we'll spend $6,000.
So,
No, we're
now,
having trouble
are we
with
having
this,
trouble
by the
here?
way. We cannot record
So,
our meeting and.
yeah,
have a-
it's, our computer doesn't wanna do two things at once.
We can't do
so
two things at once.
I'm
Okay.
trying to pull up at least the audio on my phone. So Hunter sent me that link. And then,
Do you want me to try and give her a call and just,
She's been messaging, we have
He
the
was there.
messaging going on.
yeah, Mike is on.
Hold on just a second.
She probably shut off.
We have to have the meeting recorded though.
right, I see.
Right.
For the state, so.
I wonder if we should continue on with our meeting. Because
Yeah.
we've got a lot of people here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
please,
gonna, we're gonna move
I'm
on
gonna-
with that. Okay.
Deal with tech stuff on the fly.
You call, give her a call,
I
tell her
will.
we will hit her shortly.
Okay.
Okay, next on our, public issues, we have a budget hearing coming up October sixth.
Yes.
Yes.
And I know I didn't give you guys any warning, but when I worked with my DLGF, we just had enough time to get the budget in there and get it advertised and for it to get it done by October 6th and adopted by the last one, the second meeting in October, so we can get it in before November 1st.
Okay,
So that's why it's happened so quickly now.
okay, all right. All right, thank you, Cheryl.
Well, we have to have that like Halloween meeting again to approve.
No,
the-
no, that'll be, we'll do that the
No,
second meeting.
we never had, I always did the second meeting, I never
Okay.
asked
Yeah.
for.
What was that one time we met like at noon on Halloween? And, cause like that's what we're having to do at the library meeting I just came
Oh.
from.
I don't think it was for me though, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I thought it was a
Maybe
budget thing.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was.
Okay,
No, we're not going to have to do it, I've got it lined up already.
Okay, awesome. I just didn't wanna get double booked.
no,
And so, the next thing I have is that reduction.
appropriation resolution, yeah,
So I explained that those were appropriations for this year, I think it's right there,
yeah.
that we have not used, so I want to reduce them for this year, so
I'll take
we
a
can
look.
go ahead and do them again next year. If you don't, then you don't have the money to do it next year.
Okay.
And that has to be done before all of
Sure.
this too.
Okay. All right,
Paperwork.
it is,
Yes.
keep track of all of it.
So it's just the big sums of money that we put into funds in case we needed it.
We'll have a public hearing on this on the 15th.
Yes, it's the same as the other.
Yeah. Okay.
We make a motion on that.
Yeah, you want me to read it?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna,
We can double,
that's going back and forth then. Okay. Reverse.
I should
Stereo.
have been Twilight Land.
Is someone else about it? It's just for this one.
I think so. Just still,
One.
okay.
Okay, I think I did a little better. I was over by the other where kids in here.
Okay, anyway, back to our business at hand. We have a reduction appropriation resolution, and this is required for us to diminish our appropriation, so in our next budget year, we can still have money to spend.
Right.
Yeah. So it says, whereas the proper officers of the town council of town of Spencer, Owen County, Indiana, have determined it's now necessary to appropriate less money for calendar year 2025 than the amount that was fixed by the Spencer Town Council and finally determined in the annual budget under Indiana Code 6-1.1. And whereas the notice was duly given to the public in accordance with IC number 6-1 for a public hearing on a proposed additional appropriation, and a public hearing was held on October 15th, 2025 for the Spencer Town Council regarding the same, where therefore be it ordained or resolved by the Spencer Town Council of the town of Spencer, Owen County, Indiana, that a need now exists for a reduction appropriation out of the following funds, and the purposes specified subject to laws governing the same. Fund name Casino Riverboat for approximately $150,000 reduction, and rainy day for $50,000, duly adopted on the following vote of the members 15th day of September 2025. So,
I vote aye, or A, but whatever.
yeah, yeah, So,
Both our budget and anything to do with the budget is done through the state, through the state. I don't have to put it in the newspaper anymore, they said at the,
Just have to be documented.
it has to be through, they post it available there. So I have to get it there before the 6th, so we can have a meeting on it.
well, I make a motion, we, approve the resolution, and I also vote aye. Okay, so,
Aye.
you want to second
Three
that?
ayes.
Second.
Okay, aye, okay. So we're gonna sign this right here. Official copy.
Because I'm just gonna load it up.
He's got something on the back.
I know, it's all, that's okay. I'm just gonna.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I
Next
think
on,
you need to mark this vote over here too.
okay, please, yeah,
Yeah, do it.
please do.
I'll do it if you don't.
Yeah.
I'll get it. I got it.
Okay.
Next on our list is a letter from the board liaison that's not here.
So this is, well, he's with us, just not physically. All right, so, this is a letter from Hunter Stogsel, dated September 10th, 2025, to the Spencer Town Council. Serving as Spencer's Town Council Administrator and Liaison has been one of the greatest honors I have known. This role has allowed me to work alongside dedicated colleagues and community members whose commitment has inspired me daily. Through these experiences, I have built lasting relationships and gained a deeper appreciation for the character and strength of our town. I also want to recognize that many hardworking employees who give so much of themselves each day to keep Spencer moving forward. Across all departments, they put the needs of the town before their own, often without the recognition they deserve. Their service has been both humbling and inspiring. After much reflection, I am submitting my resignation as Town Council Administrator and Liaison, effective October 11th of 2025. While this role evolved in many ways from what was originally envisioned, I remain committed to serving with integrity, dedication, and resilience. However, true leadership sometimes requires the courage to pivot, and in this case, it means stepping down from this role so the focus can remain on serving the community. Advocating for my hometown in this role has been among the most rewarding experiences of my journey, and I take great pride in all that we accomplish together, from community engagement initiatives and new projects that will benefit generations to come, raising awareness of town government operations, establishing committees and organizations, securing grants, and achieving quiet victories that made a difference in people's lives. These efforts reflect the strength and spirit of this community. This experience has deepened my gratitude and strengthened my love for Spencer. As I step away, I want to emphasize that my commitment to the town of Spencer is not ending but evolving. My passion for public service will continue to guide the next chapters of my career, and I will remain engaged in supporting this community in new ways. During this transition, I will do everything possible to ensure a smooth handoff and continuity of operations. I am hopeful that the person selected to follow in this role will be well prepared to build on the foundation we have laid. Thank you for your trust, encouragement, and partnership. It has been an honor to serve as council administrator and liaison for the town of Spencer. Respectfully, Hunter Stocksdale.
Okay, thank you, Evan.
And thank you, Hunter. I appreciate the work you've done. I know you're listening. I appreciate the work you're even still helping us with tonight.
We were just,
This would not be out working without you, so
Okay.
thank you, and I appreciate you, Hunter.
all right, thank you, Hunter. All right,
Hunter, will you still be available for the meetings up to your resignation, or where are we at?
he's up,
Yeah,
his last day's the 11th,
Okay,
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was in the letter.
yeah, so,
I don't think we'd have quite the confusion if he were here on
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
Correct.
Well, we need to have the right passwords and the right
Well,
sign, because you didn't have the sign.
Well, my library meeting was running late, otherwise I was
But
planning
I
to
mean,
be
you
here.
didn't have the sign on to get into the public thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, if we could have anticipated the weird microphone nonsense, but that's.
Yeah,
the
thank
choice
you,
of the
Hunter, from Mike Spinks.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
thank you. All right, we have some folks in the audience that want to be heard. Sir, if you want to just step up here to the microphone. Tony?
You can say your name first, because I didn't get it.
My name's Paul Pinkert, reside at the corner of Sycamore and Market Street. I'm here to request a stop sign heading towards Finzer Roller due to the high rate of speed that travels, your traffic travels. I've heard semis
Okay,
And the families, you know, we've added a lot of housing down there past couple of years. On that block, there's between 25 and 30 children.
okay.
So I think it would be a good idea, just for the sake of the children, if nothing else, to add an additional stop sign just to help kind of slow traffic down.
Okay.
Can you name the corner again of
It's the corner of Market and Sycamore Street.
Market?
Yes, ma'am.
Will they get a nice run at it from the square?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hear semis reaching fifth gear.
Yeah.
And that's, like I said, that's upwards of 50 miles an hour by the time they pass my house, so.
Okay.
And the lady there in the tie-dye shirt, I see her every day at about 1 PM sitting in the middle of the road to put her life between,
Oh, boy.
traffic and the lives of her children, so they can have a place to ride their bicycles and tricycles and try to keep them safe.
Have you
if they
talked to the
possibly can.
police department any?
I've given multiple written requests,
Okay.
and I know the families have as well.
We have the requests, and I
Okay,
think we've been
alright.
sharing them, but this was a sign thing, and I
Okay.
think it's probably
Yes.
appropriate. for
Yeah,
us.
okay. Well, Tony, we'll take a look at that
Thank you.
and everything.
I think it's not, could be wrong, I don't think it's as easy as me going and putting up signs. I
No.
think It has to run through Richard.
Yeah,
Right,
there needs to be,
advertised.
yeah. So,
So how
but
long would
we
that
will
take?
take a look at it for you, okay?
Might take a few,
Did you happen to leave a contact number where we can get a hold of you?
Yes,
I do have your,
Okay.
your request.
Thank you.
Okay,
So
okay,
they
all
can
right.
check out all your.
That way I can get a hold of you after we look.
right.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, well, thank you, Paul. Okay, anybody else out there have any requests? Okay, all right. Well, if that's the case then, let's go to department reports.
Do we want to try to get to the?
Oh, yeah,
Taylor?
can we get her now?
I'm gonna try.
Is there anybody else in
Okay.
the public though that hasn't
Well,
spoken?
can we have her and,
I'm gonna mess with that a little bit more here in a second,
Excuse
so.
me, can we finish the public part?
Yeah.
Oh, do we have more? I thought we,
Yeah, you wanna,
step up
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
okay.
That's right.
My name's Wyatt Lee, and I'm here to address the same request as him with the stop sign.
Okay,
Okay.
Just
duly noted, yes,
so,
Okay.
just here to,
a little support.
yep.
Okay, all right, good enough then. All right,
I didn't know if they were all together.
okay,
Okay,
thank you.
all right. I'm gonna try unmuting here. Okay, can you hear us? All right. I'm gonna try to turn this one off maybe.
Where is that coming from?
Okay.
Is that that phone? Why is there feedback?
Cause you're.
Yeah. Now can you hear us?
I don't hear anything now.
Okay. What about now?
'cause see now I
Yeah.
got it on.
Can you hear us now?
I guess not.
No. All right, did someone, okay.
What do you say?
I want to ask her if she's looked at Owen County, per se, we have two different tax abatement groups, and the tax abatement groups are not the same. The count, I'm sorry,
So, in,
You want to put her on speakerphone?
I wish we were doing this. at a
if you can do that,
Yeah, I can do that.
okay, great. My B minus in typing is more than showing.
yeah.
So what you do, when she's on the speaker, just mute the computer.
Hey, I'm gonna put you on speakerphone so they can ask you questions, okay? Okay, you're on.
Okay, have you looked at Owen County, Spencer, Indiana, where the town has got a population of 2,000, we're not a St. Louis, and the
Yes.
county's got a population of 22,000.
Yes,
And the type of descriptions you give here are much larger incentive type things. And
Yes.
have you studied the structure that we have now? Because the town has a separate tax abatement group and the county has a separate tax abatement group, and we don't follow the same rules. I know that's what you're trying to do, is consolidate everybody together. But that's hard for us to understand because the town is structured with two large industries and the county has much smaller tax abatement proposals if they have any. So I just wondered if you'd looked at that whole thing.
yeah, I mean, absolutely, I understand this, population and sort of the difference of the type of community that were in our project examples, absolutely. And with our team in Indiana, we work with, hundreds, if not 1,000 different, entities in Indiana, so I know people like Matt Eckerly are deeply familiar with, sort of the structure. So I would say where we would have had much more complexity, say in like St. Louis or Cleveland because of the size of the community, I think the difference is we would really be digging in more on, challenges that come up based on the structure you have there. But absolutely agree, it's not the same. These aren't apples to apples, but our work and our expertise can scale to the size of community. Those are just the examples of, the scorecard examples that we have.
Right, your fee examples in your proposal are much higher than we do now, of course. Because we enter into a tax abatement at $750, and your fee of proposal is much higher than that. And I don't know what the county's fee is for doing tax abatement, because they have several different methods that they do it with. So, it would be nice to have it all one type of thing, but we're not proportioned in the same amount of tax abatement that could go on. The two big industries we have in town, one of them has tax abatement and one of them don't. And, I wonder about your proposal and the cost of it, that's all.
Sure, okay, yeah. I think in the phase one, current state assessment and needs analysis, that's where we really need to dig in to understand more of the detail. I think, Marcy, at your direction too, as we were drafting this, I think we could also chunk things into more separate phases, where we could right-size our findings, after we understand more, I guess, is my suggestion too.
Okay. All right. Marcy, have you talked to the county about this at all?
I have, yeah. So, again, at that collaborative meeting, there's a lot of miscommunication when it comes to a tax abatement. For example, the last time we went through the process this year, there were forms and everything submitted to economic development, which should have submitted to the town. Then I ended up copying them, giving it to Hunter, then they had to go to the auditor, and then there's no clawbacks as for us to be able to have, and so it's just kind of this
Well,
antiquated.
I care to differ. We do have a clawback clause in the Boston Scientific super abatement, which is 20 years and 10 years. We do have a clawback provision.
Yes.
But to trigger that, it takes a lot more than what we estimated to do it, because we have some misunderstandings between our town and Boston Scientific on what the amount comes back, you know, the 10% or 15% of the total amount of tax abatement is supposed to have a fee that comes back to us. It's not quite what it was described to be.
And so what the county council and the county commissioners were interested in hearing Baker Tilly present is updating how we score those businesses and industries that are coming in. That would be one thing that they want them to look at, so that this automation that our companies are currently using becomes a positive and not a negative on the scorecard, as well as just going over those regular things to make sure they're current, okay? Two, to make sure there is a process that's done, so that as we go through the process, whether it's the town or the county, that we're on the same page and that it's organized and that we don't miss each other in that communication. And then three, that there would be a funding mechanism from this that would help pay for that reassessment.
What would that be? What's the funding mechanism?
And that's to be determined, right? Those are just,
Okay,
there were options that Baker Tilly could provide.
okay.
Okay. All right.
We're open for suggestions, yeah.
I think we need to set another meeting, we've got people from out of
Yeah,
town here.
yeah. Jolena, I think, let us look this over, and I wanna talk to Marcy a little more. And also, I would like to talk to one of our commissioners, see where they're at. But then I think we need to have just a sit down, face to face, and have everybody in the same room so we know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
So, I think that would be the smart thing to do, so. Anyway.
Okay, well, thanks for having me.
Well, hey, we
Apologize for
appreciate-
the technical challenges.
I'm sorry about the audio and everything.
I get it. Thank you.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, all right. Okay.
You guys want to take a look at that proposal as well?
Huh?
Yes,
You want Bob and I to-
Yes.
yes, I do.
Yes,
I sure do.
Yes, I do.
In fact, I'd like to get a proposal out of you guys.
I had a feeling that's what I was
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
I already texted Bob.
Yeah.
So, Drew, do you have something for us tonight?
I do. You're ready for me?
I'm ready.
All right. I
Thanks,
got,
Marcy, thank you very much.
Yes, dear.
Stand up here. Do you hear me? Do I need to be on microphone for the?
Yeah, you need to be on.
We have everything up here?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was just
we're on here, okay.
double checking the screen, I believe we're still
Okay, there we
fine.
are.
Okay, good.
It's at least reading audio inputs.
All right.
Go right ahead,
All
Ray.
right. For the wastewater treatment plant, for your consideration, I have 4 permits here tonight
Okay,
to be executed and approved here, so I can get them sent off to the agencies. I got the IDNR construction and a floodway permit, and IDM U.S. Army Corps 401 nationwide permit and regional general permit. Those are both associated for the outfall for the wastewater treatment plant
Okay.
for the effluent lift station.
all right.
So it's in the White River, DNR has jurisdiction in the floodway, and then as we're within that tributary that discharges to White River, that's the jurisdiction of IDEM and U.S. Army Corps of Engineers.
Absolutely.
And then if you want, I'll just lump these all together, so maybe.
Please.
And then I have an application for the sanitary sewer permit, that's for Hart Street, that's up in the collection system. So there's a separate IDM permit for each one, so.
Absolutely.
The other one, of course, right, they love paperwork.
Yeah.
So then I have another application for the wastewater treatment plant construction permit itself, which includes all the upgrades that's taking place for
That's
the
plant.
effluent lift
Okay.
station, the SBR conversion, and all of those other ancillary items. So I recommend that town executes these permits and allows us to submit them on the town's behalf. And then the biggest permit that we have is the IDM ones. We have to have the approval before we can actually bid. So we're needing to get those submitted as quickly as possible.
I hear we found a manhole.
We did. I'm glad we did the CCTV inspection.
Yeah, out in the middle of the field, 2 feet down in
Yeah, I
the
heard
dirt.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's some other interesting things. It had some interconnections that were plugged off, but again, if we would have hit that during the drilling operation or the actual sewer installation itself, it could have been a massive change order. So, very good time to take care of it, plus the easements, which I had for Richard. Richard's not here, but I'll be now as well, so they're all drafted, so Richard has a copy of all the easements and BBP this week. So then at that point in time, a lot of the critical path items are in process, taking it to the next
All right,
step.
yeah.
Real quick, before I forget to, BBP, if you wanna notify them, the drill crews will be out there Friday.
Call Todd.
Just give them an update, and we will have the.
Friday?
Yes,
Friday
that's the
morning
schedule.
or just
Yes,
Friday? Okay.
Friday morning.
Drill team, okay. And not the high school band drill team.
No. And just on that easement itself, we did find out there's no easement for the other sanitary sewer, so the existing sewer, the interceptor that comes through there. We didn't have all that information surveyed, so what we've done is just done an easement for the outfalls only.
Okay.
So in the future, we recommend you need to probably get that.
Get
taken
that other
care of,
easement done.
Yeah.
Okay.
It goes from the plant to the river?
No, that's what we're doing, the outfall from the
The-
plant to the river. It's the intercept that comes in from the collection system, from actually the Cooper Park area, that intercept, that main trunk line that picks up also McCormick's Creek State Park.
Yeah.
There's that interceptor through there. that
There's no
gravity sewer.
easement for that.
Not that we're aware of either,
Huh.
so that may need to be kind of evaluated, because it would be on the same property.
Sure,
There's
yeah.
No easements identified.
Okay, okay. All right,
Surprises.
yeah, well, scares you to death where all the pipes are. You wanna give them to us?
Yes. You want to make a motion to
Yeah, we will, here.
a bunch of them here, so I'll sit down and go through them there.
Okay. Yeah, good, Lord.
I wasn't lying.
Ma, you ain't kidding. Okay. We have a section 401 NWP and RGP notification. We have a permit application for construction. We have, there's two of those. There's three, okay. Two of those, okay, so
The
all
IDNR.
those are relating to the wastewater treatment plant project, aren't they?
Yep.
Okay. You wanna take a look at them, Mike, or you wanna see?
I'll take a peek, yeah.
Yeah. And here's all the letters to the appropriate. Yay.
That's only partly, that's the application itself. There's a pretty thick binder that goes with them too.
Okay.
ain't there?
Sewer construction permit, construction permit, yay. They love their paperwork, don't
Now, are
they?
you gonna
Oh,
send
yeah.
us back a copy or am I
Yeah,
gonna?
I have two copies, so I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, do you have any questions? I mean, the permit.
I'm leaving it to the expert.
Yeah,
What I'm-
Yeah, well,
They're all standard
We're doing it.
permits,
yeah,
so,
so.
yeah.
I would make a motion then for us to sign, the town council to sign the permits for the associated, construction and IDM permits for the wastewater treatment project here in the town of Spencer.
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Okay, and we're gonna start signing.
And while you're signing, right now, we're currently on schedule pending those permit approvals, to advertise the project in about mid-December.
Okay.
Looks like this one's yours and all these.
You're advertising what, I missed that.
That would be the wastewater treatment plant project. Pending all, we got easements in hand, permits, and then SRF release to bid it.
Do you have a critical path already designed or a calendar of events?
These are part of them, yes, yes, we do, but the permits and, like I said, the easements are probably the big ones. You missed one right there too, I got you.
Yeah, make sure I get them all.
You just want an electronic copy?
Yes, please.
That way, okay, might be easier.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I think I got all those.
All right, yes. Are there any other questions with the project?
Don't think so.
we've been working pretty extensively with Ryan, through the details.
As a side note, will the money be available from the state revolving fund that they've awarded to us to pay the
That was
bills?
us doing that.
Yes,
Because we've been paying for the engineering and things like that.
Yes,
Get
yes, we
reimbursed
have.
would be-
You'll have to pay all that up front. You won't get funding from the SRF probably
Do the
until
15th.
April of
Okay.
Do the
26.
That's not so
yes,
bad.
15.
So, and that was always the question is, do you need to pay a lot of engineering fees? Do you want to go out and do a short-term financing, or do you use funds that you have on hand? I believe you have enough funding on
Yeah.
hand that you can just reimburse yourself when you close on the financing. There's just no point to pay the
No,
$50,000 to $100,000 to close on the financing and the interest on top
that's
of
good,
that.
that's good.
Save money. And plus, so it's right at closing, so we anticipated, what,
Yeah,
February,
you would-
March?
yep.
February or March, I'll be here before you
Right.
know
I
it
agree.
there. Yeah, so wherever you can save some money, then certainly do
I
it.
agree,
Every little bit helps.
as long as it's all laid out that we can understand it, man, we get a good understanding out of you guys.
And we show up to meetings.
Make sure I got all those there, Drew.
Alright. Sign, right, sign your life way.
Yeah.
It was the same way the last time we did it. It wasn't any different. Just a lot of signature pages. Yeah, I remember that too. Got these all done. Getting there.
At least you have a short name.
Yeah.
Choice of the three of us.
Yeah. I had
Just thinking about it.
a lady that was our safety director for a project at Paul University, and her last name had 17 letters in it.
Oh, wow.
And I said, "What's your first name?"
It was Jan.
And she goes, "Kara." I said, "That's Kara S. That's what I'm calling her."
Oh, boy.
No way I could even begin to pronounce it. She said it, and I said, "Well, that sounds great." Okay. Okay. I think there you go, Drew.
All right,
Thank you very much.
thank you.
Okay. Now, did you have something for us?
Well, I just came down to just discuss what needs to happen going forward for stormwater and sewer rates.
Okay.
I didn't bring handouts or anything, so I don't think at this point there's a whole lot, at least from a stormwater perspective, to add on from what we've already calculated.
Okay.
For the stormwater rates, we talked about to do the Okra or to get the Okra grant, you're gonna need a $5 rate per.
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
If you were to do that, based on the study we did back in '23, that's gonna yield you about $100,000 a year in revenues.
Okay.
In order to put that in place, it's really gonna take about 2 meetings. The first meeting to introduce the ordinance,
Okay.
and then the second meeting to adopt, you hold a public hearing and adopt an ordinance.
Can we do that in November?
If you want to, yes, you can.
Okay.
Then we would be billing when,
You could be billing that next month.
the December,
Mhm.
give them a good Christmas present.
Maybe we start at January 1.
And the question is, do you wanna piggyback anything for the sewer rates on top of this at the same time? or do you-
Yeah, we would like to, I think, because we're gonna have that video. And I think that
Yeah.
we just need to do, this is a bitter pill to swallow.
Yep.
Because because I did say something to my wife the other day about it, and she immediately turned around and looked at me. So I'm sure there'd be a lot of that, but we need just to do this one time.
And what you can do with the sewer, you can do kind of a two, it's still gonna be a multiple phase, because I don't think there's a reason to put in the entire amount.
Yeah,
Because one, we don't know what the final amount's gonna be, so what we're gonna have to do is, we can do a first phase to be implemented at the end of this year, and maybe a second phase that will happen at the time of financing of the project, and then a third phase at the end.
okay.
And the idea with that third phase, that's gonna be just kind of a
Okay.
high-end estimate.
Okay.
If projects come in low, then you won't need it, then that third phase goes away.
Yeah.
If it comes in high, if it comes in at estimate, then you won't need it. That third phase will only be if the project bids come in higher than expected. And what that protects you from is if we go just at the project, if your bids come in high, you won't have the right to do it, so you have to hold a second public hearing.
Okay,
And that's what we're trying to avoid.
sure, okay, all right.
So maybe Drew and I can talk, and maybe we'll do a 20% extra or something like that in that third phase, again, that's only if the bids come in high.
Okay, all right.
Now, when we start building that, will they have a sheet of partials of homes that, the standard size home gets to pay
Yeah,
this?
oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, and that'll be all part of my rate study, and I'll come down, I
All right.
can do a presentation when you introduce the ordinance, if you'd like me to, and
Mhm.
I'll absolutely be here for the public hearing, it's
Yeah,
only an hour
yeah.
away, I'll be here as many times as you need me
Okay,
to be.
that sounds good.
Yeah.
I have clients down along the Ohio River, it's not like I'm driving 3 hours.
Okay.
I can come here once a week if that's.
Like somebody else driving the other way.
I think the big questions are gonna be the parking lots at Boston, and the parking lots at Cook, and the
Yep.
parking lots at the
And-
high school.
And we got a good idea of that from what was in the parcel cards.
Okay.
So if we're gonna go with that per ERU structure that we talked about before,
Mm-hmm.
we already have all that information. The only thing that we might wanna do is go back and clean it back up because it's been 2 years and some
Okay.
things probably would have changed.
Yeah.
But I think we're 90% of the way there. I don't think on our end there's a whole lot
Okay.
left to do to that.
Oh,
And,
excellent.
and that bill just gets tacked on to the current sewer bill,
Sure.
to the current utility bill, it won't be a separate bill.
Okay.
The only other question would be, if you have a property owner who doesn't get a sewer bill, then they would start getting,
Do we have anybody that doesn't get a sewer bill?
A property owner that doesn't get a sewer bill? I don't think so.
I'd say if
It'd be
it's,
very rare, I'd have to look at it.
Okay.
I think we got 2 or 3
But
it
that's
could
even
be a
on well
vacant
water.
lot,
that's
has
gonna
an
be sewer.
asphalt
Yeah,
on,
I was
stuff
gonna
like
say,
that.
no,
Those
it's
are
not
the,
a customer.
yeah, those would be the only circumstances, and in
right.
those circumstances, we do have the property owner address, so you have a place to send the bill,
Okay.
but that could be where you
They're
can
not part of our
question.
space right now because they don't have a bill. So we
Exactly.
would have to add those
Okay, okay.
on.
And I can get a list of the ones I think were those, and we can cross-check, and I can help you
Okay.
do all of that as that comes up. But that's gonna, I think, gonna be the most difficult
Also,
part.
what happens for the people that are outside the town limits? Do they get any kind of, they contribute? Because we have customers outside. Should we?
Outside the town district, we're not paying to this
Not
because
anything.
they're
Yeah, not for stormwater.
not for stormwater, 'cause that's not.
No,
part
but
of
they,
it.
Just the other
just,
bill.
just
It's
they'll get
only
an
the
increase
They'll
on their
have to get
bill.
rid of those too
Yep.
then.
Okay,
Now, that's gonna include the new addition out here?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Everything.
yeah. And
Absolutely.
the jail and the
They're all
whole 9 yards,
customers.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, all right.
Is the jail, the jail's in town, right?
No, it's outside.
That's
our
what I
limits.
thought.
Yeah, it's outside the city limits.
So the jail wouldn't pay into
You
this.
didn't mention.
Not any stormwater, no, they
Walmart.
pay sewer, because they're
Yes.
hooking
They
up
don't
with
let
it.
Because are they gonna hook up?
Yes,
Big,
uh-huh,
big
yeah.
lots.
So
Yeah,
that's
I
the
do, that's
question.
right.
Yeah.
Do we know when or how that's gonna work?
Well, Drew, we've had a meeting with one of the commissioners, and they haven't officially committed to the new jail yet, but they're
Okay.
getting ready to.
Because that's one thing as far from a rate standpoint, until there's a true commitment, I don't know how much of that flow we'll be able to include in the rates.
Okay,
But once they commit, depending on how it impacts the rates, if it's a material impact, as soon as they commit, we can go back and adjust afterwards. It's just the SRF's not going to accept yes, we promise, without.
okay.
And they're transferring, so they're actually relocating, so I don't know how
Okay.
much flow difference it'll actually.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, so it might just be.
So, yeah, and that could just be one of those we build up down the road, and then we can take a look at it maybe in a year or two if you
Okay.
have a large amount of excess.
Well, I
rate.
know that the big question is them running a lateral from their jail to to our sewer line and connecting in. And where's it gonna happen, out by the high school, or down the road, or, you know, and that type of thing?
Yeah,
That's an engineering
Yeah.
discussion,
yes, and we've been working with Ryan on that.
have you?
The connection points, and I've got some information out to a few contractors to help us out with some
Pricing?
ballpark planning level,
Yeah.
cost estimates. There hasn't been any detailed survey or design at this
No.
point, it's all ballpark, high level, but again, we've gotten with,
But
some
it's about
contractors.
3 years off probably when we get to that phase of their construction, isn't it? Or do you know?
I guess that's their schedule, I'm not
Yeah,
sure we're in
I
the
don't know
exact
where it is.
schedule.
I would say about
but-
2, because I think they're, from what Sam said, they're committed to getting this thing signed, sealed, and everything by the first of the year.
So usually you want your utilities in first, so the utilities would need to go in and be ready to go before they really start the building, because
Yeah.
you'll have to sign off on sewer capacity.
Yeah.
Because it is an
Yeah.
upgrade, and in order to do so, the upgrade would have to be
Yeah.
essentially in place or in process.
Yeah.
So
It
Where's
takes
your meter
a
gonna
certain
be?
amount of our capacity. yeah.
Walmart.
Sure.
Okay, so is it gonna be at the entrance to the system, or?
For
For,
the jail.
for the jail, yeah.
They'll be by the Walmart over there.
Okay, I'm just trying to debate from a rate standpoint, so they're gonna have their own treatment rate, kind of separate from everything else, right?
They should have.
Yeah, cause their rate, well, if somebody want, so it's going through the system to get to the
It's,
treatment.
the rate's the same as they are now.
Okay,
Our existing system has a pipe size, I think.
Different size pipes, yeah.
Okay.
So theirs would be low.
okay.
Yeah.
I was just trying to debate, so it's not coming straight to the treatment plant, it's gonna come from the treatment plant, it's gonna
It's
go
gonna
through
connect in our-
your collection
our-
system.
yeah.
Okay, so they'll be treated like any other customer.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, same.
Unless-
Because in circumstances where they come directly to, it's almost more like a wholesale customer, if it's coming directly to your treatment plant, then you would have a separate rate.
Too
in a
far
sense.
away.
You'd have a flow meter and everything
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that.
that's what I was trying to,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, so.
Is that like a park or something?
Okay, all right. Anything else, gentlemen? Yes, no, maybe?
We'll be here on, next Friday, right? So
Yes,
We'll
uh-huh.
be here for you guys.
Yeah, yeah,
It's Friday.
Give it
yeah,
to you.
yeah,
It's
we're gonna,
Friday.
What's that on?
What day of the week is it? Is it Friday?
Yes.
Oh, yes, it is Friday.
And Evan, if there's anything you want us to do, a special time to meet as well.
Yeah.
So,
that's
I
the
work.
26th, yeah, Friday.
When is your guys' October meeting?
The 26th?
Uh-huh, yeah,
7 o'clock for me.
yeah, sorry.
When's your October meeting?
Or I'm gonna talk to Terry about that.
The
Tell you later.
October
Need
meeting
to have it on
is
7 o'clock on that day.
the 6th and the 20th.
So I'm thinking the 20th.
Uh-huh.
I may be able to be down here with some more solidified rate impacts.
That's the video,
That
right?
gives
The
me about a
26th.
month.
Uh-huh, yeah,
That'll give me about a month to get a rate report together that
all right.
may or may not, as long as we don't run into any major issues. Because the other thing that I want to do is look into the residential tip
Yeah.
and see if we can use that to try to buy down the rate a little bit as well. The only
Okay.
downfall to that is you would start the clock. So if you don't pledge those revenues to anything, you can collect those TIF revenues from now to the end.
We've
of
started the first
Yeah.
spring, yeah.
But the second you pledge those revenues to debt service, those revenues are only in place for 20 years. So
20
that will be the choice that once we know. If it buys down the rate $10 a month, that might be worth looking into. If it's a $2 a month, yeah, so we'll need to do that analysis to see how that works. And I'll include all that as part of the rate analysis.
All right.
Do you
That's
want
really
to
all I
go
have.
7 on that
Okay.
Friday? Open
Yeah,
up.
everything's really coming in case you guys had questions, and well, because you asked me.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Okay,
Have everything open up through here.
all right. Okay, so are we done with you guys then? I think so, maybe.
Yeah.
26.
You got, I think you got a question for Cheryl later though. don't
I
you?
do,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, okay, well, we'll get through this here. Police Department,
I'll still ask you to do it.
thank you, sir.
Do you guys have a copy of that proposal, or Cheryl, could you scan and email it to me?
Yes, what proposal?
The one from Baker Tilly.
Oh, yes.
I said no, because I didn't want to take your
Oh,
copy.
Take that.
Okay, yeah, we'll look at it, and we'll talk to you guys what we think and everything.
All right,
It's
I heard,
a
a-
One other one?
I heard a lot of big words that tried to impress you guys.
Overkill.
That's what I was,
Here, take 2.
oh, thanks, I'll try not to roll my eyes. Thank you, guys.
thank you.
All
All right, Chief.
Everybody. Good evening.
evening.
Good evening.
Personnel, doing good there, no issues. Equipment, vehicles, the surplus sale, I have no
It's being advertised and I'll have to look at it,
Okay.
but it's
Okay,
on,
on that.
I've already advertised it, so
Okay.
I guess it's probably not until he comes back from meeting.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. All right, some stuff that we had requested, the new computer, the new desktop computer, so we're not bottlenecked back there. We got that, last Thursday. I got with Justin, he brought everything in, and it's up and running. The computer's being utilized by our officers already, and we have seen no issues with it of anything we don't have on, so we're good to go on that. The ID printer was received, Ranix is working on getting that up and running. He looked into it, and, the problem is, and we just gotta come up with a new template, try to get it as close to our old one as possible, because I liked it. The problem is, we, for whatever reason, could not retrieve our template off of the
Old.
old printer, so I don't know the ins and outs of that, but we just couldn't retrieve it, so we just gotta get a new printer. As far as operations, still working these feral cats in town and all the, some of the animals, wildlife that we have, encroaching into town. I have talked to the health department, they really didn't have much for me, so I am gonna have to go to Humane Society, but then again, they won't do anything with the wildlife. So that's gonna be that's still a work in process, or progress. We got the apple butter coming up. I'd like to request overtime for officers, from noon until around midnight or so, whenever the derby's over. What I wanna try to do is not have everybody in and tax everybody out at one time. Have the bulk, a lot of people there during the day and everything, but then just have a few people later on that night for the, instead of having 15 people come in at noon, and we have 15 people until
12.
midnight.
Till the derby's over.
Yeah, split that up, a little. I'm gonna split that up and arrange some stuff to where we got some schedules. Okay, come in, you come in during this time period. Oh, you can't come in at that time during the parade. Can you come in at night? Yeah, okay, sure, go ahead and do that then. So split it up and, try to get that to where we got the appropriate amount of people at the appropriate times. And still working on the, SPD Halloween roast. I did talk to Sheriff, White, cause I didn't wanna step on his toes or anything. Not to mention he's just a good friend of mine, I like talking to him. But, they're gonna be down, of course, at the school, still it's a school. They're not doing hot dogs or anything like that, so I was thinking about doing the hot dogs.
Sure.
Depending on how cool or warm it is that night, we do the hot dogs and then either hot cider or, not hard cider, hot cider or chilled cider, depending on the temperature. And then if it's for the kids, if it's cold, or if it's
Yeah.
cold out, have that hot chocolate.
Okay, okay.
So that's that on the Halloween roast, and been getting updates on the 2 officers in the academy as far as the training. 2 officers in the academy, they're doing fine.
Good.
Passed, they passed another, both of them passed another test, did a good job on their test, so, we got 2 good officers up there getting trained. That's all I have. Does anyone have questions for me?
Are you two guys okay with them having some overtime?
Yeah.
I am.
Did we need to make a motion for that?
No,
Not
and it
really.
happens
Okay.
every year.
I think it's
They need-
That's fine.
community.
Okay.
So just however you get it
Okay.
situated, Terry.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay,
All right,
all right,
thank you.
all right, thank
Will you
you.
need any overtime requests also for Halloween? Or is that,
I'll
No,
work on that.
yeah, you probably will,
We
because you're
probably
having
will, because
that,
again, we'll have everybody.
unless they're
in.
volunteering their time.
A big part of that, of course, is, our big events, of course, are the fair,
right,
the apple butter, and
Halloween.
Halloween, and then the little lesser events are Christmas on the square.
Shopping with the officer and
Yeah,
that type of thing.
exactly.
I just had something wrong.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay, thank you, chief. Sewer department, Ryan sent us all an email, and I'll read part of it regarding wastewater happenings in town during this next week. So there's been a dual pump failure at the State Road 43 lift station. He was able to get Biden Faneuil out to pump the lift station down, and they have both pumps pulled, and they replaced one of those with an old one that spare that we have left. over from the River Road lift station. Everything can and will be handled by Collier regarding this. He's been trying to keep up with engineering needs for the jail project as well as the wastewater treatment plant project. And currently he is in Traverse City, Michigan. And he can be reached if we need him. Also, he sent the IDM report back.
Yes, I have to put on letterhead.
Yeah, you put up
I
letterhead.
didn't do it yet, but
Okay,
I'll
okay.
get it and put it in the mailbox and let you know.
Okay, yes, yeah, they got a place on here that you can send this email to them.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll just,
Yeah.
if you're around tomorrow or something,
Yeah,
just stop by.
okay, good.
Trying to do that.
All right, so that's about all I got with sewer plant. Okay, street department.
Thank you, sir. As Chief mentioned, apple butter this weekend. I spoke with Todd at the water company today about the cuts on Main Street. I offered that we could patch them this week, to make sure it's done, but he said that he's got his guy who assures him it'll be done
Okay.
before the weekend, so we'll see how that goes. Our new backhoe is here, seems to be great. Everybody seems
Seems
to
to be
like it,
expensive,
so,
Yeah.
but I gotta have.
You got the hat.
That's throwing the tree, I guess.
Thank you guys for that. All the guys seem to really like it. It's gonna be a great addition. The only other
Can
thing-
I make a suggestion? Is there a place we can put a bracket so you guys can have a rake and a broom on it when they pick up brush?
There's a back bucket.
Yeah.
Good.
I got on him about that. After your wife got on me.
I know, yeah. I was
The only other
next.
thing that I had on my list was, we're starting to, look around for some leaf help because here in about a month, it's gonna be,
Sooner, I think, Tony.
Yeah, they're falling.
well, but I mean, when we actually need the
Yeah.
extra help, all hands on deck. Usually it's around October 20th, somewhere in there, so, probably, next meeting or something, we'll be thinking a little more serious about that, so.
Okay. Anything else then, sir?
That's all I had, unless you have questions or concerns.
I don't think I have any questions at all.
Uh-oh, the concerns, though, you didn't.
No, I didn't say anything. Not really. I know just getting ready for apple butter, so.
We've swept the square, we've cleaned up, we've painted lines, we've done.
We had a
everything.
letter today talking about the trees being out before.
Yeah, I get calls, I got
That-
calls yesterday.
Okay,
about-
don't worry about the trees.
I just-
I'll get that taken care of.
Very pretty bushy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'll have the barricades out and it'll be go time this weekend. So
I think we should have a pretty good crowd with the weather.
hopefully the trash and all that isn't an issue this year. Last year, things went a lot better than the year
Than
before.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've got that under control, so.
What are we doing with the trees, John? I'd like to know.
They are gonna get trimmed before Saturday, around the ones that are hanging out. There are some of them that don't need trimmed,
Yeah.
but they will be.
Is that with our crew or? another
That's gonna
crew?
be using Mr. Scott Barnett's thing.
Okay.
We're just gonna trim them out of the way.
Okay.
Bill Glass is looking at them though,
Looking at it.
about
Yeah.
giving them
Alright.
some
It'll take
shade
them a while
later.
to-
Yeah, so,
Okay.
yeah, so. We're gonna doctor them up so that everybody don't wanna walk into them, so. Anyway, all right. Anything else, Tony?
No, sir.
Okay, all right. Parks Board.
We had a progress meeting just last Wednesday with the engineering firm, REA and E&B paving. Things seem to be going well. There was a water line of some sort that they hadn't accounted for, but they were able to move it, no additional charges. Not move the line, but they moved the structure to accommodate it quickly and easily. Both the groups seem to be working well together. There was one product order that didn't get in, the end caps on that retaining wall, they're waiting on those to ship in. Other than that, everything seems to be on schedule and going well.
Okay.
We'll have the Echo Park meeting next month, or not next month, next
Next week.
week.
So when's the deadline for completion?
Still before Thanksgiving is their plan.
Okay.
We can play pickleball by then, huh?
Yeah,
Great.
okay.
I'll have one now.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, thank you.
I would like to, I don't know, they haven't been there. least caution tape off that area before Saturday when there's everybody down there lining up for a parade.
That's a good idea, Tony.
We just at least have the whole thing caution tape so that we're
Yeah.
not,
Are you willing to do that, or do you want them to do it?
oh, I can have my Friday guy here behind me take care of it. I just didn't want to, I don't know if they're gonna be there working Friday or, you know what I mean?
And if it's in their way, they can take it down and,
I
Put
just
it
think,
back up.
yeah.
I just think
So-
it's a good idea.
No, I-
to
thank
have-
you, that's a very good idea.
Yeah, cause there's some stuff sticking out there. ain't there?
Is the next phase down there,
'Cause they've got fencing on some of it, but right where the old driveway, I guess, where
Yeah,
it
it's
is,
still
it's
open.
fairly open, yeah. Please, thank you.
is the next phase to put in lighting or anything like that, or just have daylight participation?
You know, we went back and forth on the light at some point, and without looking at the plan at the moment, I don't wanna answer that question, cause
Okay.
but it was discussed at least.
We'll see how it goes.
And if we find that that's problematic, that is something we can
Yeah.
work in later. It may very well be in that design, I'm not looking at it right in front of me right now, so.
It's not gonna be real busy after November anyway, it'll be.
No,
Right.
Yeah,
unless it's like
I
75
get back on
degrees.
that.
yeah.
So, all right.
Just asking.
If we find it needs lights, we'll
Okay.
add it if it's not already in the plan.
Okay. Planning and zoning and redevelopment, do you have anything at all,
Nothing
Mike?
at all.
Okay, all right.
I know there's a planning meeting coming up, but I don't know that.
We had it in August, so I don't think it's coming up this month.
Okay.
I think it's like every other month or
Alright.
Yeah.
something.
Did you have a question, Tony?
I did have one more thing. Normally, you guys approve, it's the same thing we do every year, but to make Main Street no parking for Saturday. from-
Yes. Do we need to do,
We'll put up the signs. It's just- Normally, you guys approve the closure of Main
Okay.
Street for Saturday.
Does Apple Butter put up things on there?
They
We haven't.
do the meters and
Yeah.
things on the square. We do North Main and South Main,
Oh.
okay,
put no parking.
Right.
Okay.
okay. All right, well, with that said then, okay, Mike?
Yeah, well, I got choked a little
Okay.
bit, but on the 23rd, it's a planning meeting.
23rd's planning
Be
meeting.
here.
Okay, all right. And here at the municipal building? I take it, yes,
Yeah.
okay, all right. With that said then, I would make a motion then,
8 to 4.
to close North Main Street and South Main Street off of the square for the Apple Butter Parade and Festival for that Saturday,
Yes.
from 8 till 4.
Not close it though, just post it no parking.
We posted no parking, posted no parking.
Fortunately, most everybody's been here long
I
enough
was-
that they,
Yeah, but,
But you can take the little sticks out, the temporary
Yeah.
signs and
yeah.
yeah,
the visual. I'll second that
okay,
motion.
thank you. All in favor?
All right.
Aye,
Aye.
okay, there you go.
Thank you, Tony.
You may have one on North Main Street, somebody might have to tow.
That's him.
Yeah.
I don't know, I got a new backup.
We got a new backup.
Okay, all right. Hey, Chief, did you happen to find anything out about the vehicle on North Main Street?
Yeah, re-tagged it, and it is somebody that lives in residence there. As soon as I get a hold of somebody there, I'm gonna ask them to take it around back or move it off-site, that due to the statute, state statute, it's illegal to be on the roadway.
Yeah. I thought
But
so.
it has been re-tagged.
Okay, all right, okay. All right, thank you. All right, fire territory, I sent everybody an updated budget estimate
Yeah.
for next year.
I've already got it done.
Okay, yeah, so, yeah, I thought so, but I just wanted to make sure everybody had it. But I mean, that's been the main concern for the last month.
Yeah, I'm meeting with them on Wednesday with, Chris and, the other guy, Travis.
Okay, Travis,
about
okay,
budget.
all right. Okay, all right. And Mr. Attorney is not here. Is there any old business that we need to talk about?
Other than property sales, I don't know when we're gonna do it.
I don't either, Mike. We need to,
You need to make a
but I,
plan.
but has,
Do we need to bring in a realtor and have them give us?
yeah, I
a-
thought Richard was gonna do that.
Well,
We
Okay.
Well,
we
he's
need, we
gone.
need to talk to him. Do you know how long is he gonna be gone?
I think he'll be back at the next meeting. We can send him a message and tell him
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Send
Okay.
that,
him to
plan that for
Tiffany.
the next meeting.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I don't have any new business either.
Should we officially set a date for Halloween?
we do have that tort claim filed.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
It needs to be discussed just a little bit.
The one that about the.
About the flooding.
It's right.
Yes, and we were gonna talk about it after the meeting, you said.
It's the one you dug a ditch for
Yeah,
down
we'll just
on
talk about it now.
East
Yes.
Street.
Right, so
Anyway,
that's the
I
topic.
know that your firm engineered the drain, and Tony, you've worked on the alley behind Jamie Jones's before. They have filed a claim.
So I don't have a copy of, starting with, they had a lot of questions I don't have in front of me, but was there, the people who built that house in the corner,
Yeah, vaults.
vaults, they did get their permits and everything
got
was fine.
everything.
And,
They raised it up
Yeah.
above everybody else, yeah.
Yeah.
it was the county that was doing the,
Permits at the time.
permitting, yeah.
Yeah.
So I
And see,
don't know anything about
well,
what they
I mean,
told them.
Really, within that permit, there's no clause in there about drainage at all.
No, but the site should be inspected before anything's done.
Well, sure, sure.
And I know that's after the fact.
Yeah, but the drain, the last hard rain we had back in July, I drove up and down the alley 3 times. There was no water coming across there. It's all going down the drain. Now, there was water beyond this in the alley, but we was also having a 3 1/4 inch downpour in about an hour and a half.
I think she understands everything, but we'll probably have to answer those questions. And some of them were, do we have a plan in place?
No.
Or, no, we don't. So and I told her we're ways off from that. We're just in the preliminary studies of that.
Yeah.
So getting back to like the school was a problem, he said.
Yeah, and I don't understand what the
he
school
meant
issue was.
I don't know what the school did.
Unless
that-
they,
that's
did
mentioned
they
in there.
expand their, did they expand their parking lot?
I don't know whether they did or not. They may have resurfaced it.
Resurfaced it.
That's what they did. They
Expanded.
painted it white, the white
But
lines.
that water doesn't go down hillside that way.
That's
No.
true, that's true.
It comes off that parking lot on East Street, and East Street may back flood into
That's
that. I
true.
don't know
Could
what
be
it,
in the-
it
their
back
yard's
floods
sloped
into
down.
my yard. East
Okay,
Street does.
I'll look at those and I'll ask you guys to look at them, see
Yeah.
how we answer them.
So,
guess
I
we're
don't
just
know,
trying
I
to
don't know
determine if
what
we've done
their
everything we
contention
should.
was about
It's
the
a,
drain.
it's a local attorney, Watts, is the one that's filed it
Yeah, I know.
for them, yeah.
And there's some, I've gotten some phone calls, people asking some information about that situation that I didn't feel real comfortable answering or giving up, so I just kind of put them off and said, well, I need to do some checking.
You should probably put it in an email so everybody has
Yeah.
that same information.
Yeah, I don't know why, don't know why anybody else would be interested in that.
The same people involved in this have wanted me to know what dates I've been working in the alley.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that,
What we've
it is
done
in
to
those
the alley,
questions. I
yeah,
think.
all kinds of things that I'd have to look back through my records to
Okay,
find.
all right.
Maybe we can work on an
Yeah,
answer to
so-
those questions and,
A lot of those questions might be with the town, like the
Yeah.
permits and items like that, I don't know anything
Okay.
about, but, you do have a plan, you have a stormwater master plan.
Yeah.
Whether that exact alleyway is in there or not, that's beside the point, we do have a plan.
Okay,
The only
that's
thing I
good to
can
know.
help you out is what we did for our design when it took place, and
Right.
that was right after the house, I don't know, it was around 2019,
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
whenever that house was
Okay,
installed. So
okay.
if there's anything else, once you get
I
to
can't
it, we
think
can
of- I
certainly
just-
help
yeah.
the best we
and
can.
I didn't know what kind of questions they wanted to know about the future plans. I didn't think we were that far.
Now,
If Richard needs them, I have tons of photos from that install,
Yeah.
from
Okay.
floods before that, floods after that.
We,
I think
we
that
would,
would be
I,
good.
if you still got that information,
Yeah.
we're gonna need that.
Because I did kind of say it's always been an ongoing
Yeah, so,
problem. It's not something that's
anyway.
unique.
And just for a record too, is some of those storm events, like you said, these storm sewer systems are only designed for certain storms, like the 10-year, for example,
Right.
10% recurrence interval. These storms may exceeded those
That's what I was wondering, is there any way to
stormwater
find that
probabilities
out?
too. So from that standpoint, if there's major flooding, that goes above and beyond what any
Is there
of the
any way to
storm
get
sewer systems
detail
are
on
designed
that?
for.
Sure, sure.
So,
Is there any way to get some information on the storm, how they've changed in those past 5 years?
You can
Weather?
go to the NOAA website, they can tell you
Because Cause I'm saying that's,
every rainfall that we've had here in the last year,
okay,
how much it has been. so.
cause I did say that seemed to be
Yeah.
the problem, the
Okay.
excess rain lately.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you, Drew.
Yes, thank you.
All right. If there's no other public comments then, we're going to.
Well, should we officially set the Halloween date?
Oh, yes.
And it's an easy one this year because it's actually on Friday.
Okay,
Friday
Right.
the 31st.
Yeah.
okay.
So I'll make a motion for the town to have Halloween on
October 31st
Halloween, yeah.
from 6 to
October
8:30.
31st.
Yes.
That's what it has been before.
Has it always been 8:30?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
We argued that one time.
Yes, we
I
did.
mean, what is your
6 to
Halloween
8:30,
event?
We'll probably start around 5, so that we have it down there and then they take off.
Okay, so
So
yours is
I'll
early.
just adjust or whatever.
Okay.
I don't think it's a big.
We've done 6 to 8 in the past,
6 to 8:30.
8:30?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make that motion then.
All right. October 31st, Friday from 6 to 8:30.
Correct.
Okay.
I'll second.
Got a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. There's Halloween.
Be sure and get your costumes out now.
Yeah, yeah. All right then. If there's nothing else, Bobby, did you have anything?
Chili building is coming right along.
Okay, good.
The plumbers for water sewage and everything like that was supposed to be done today. The wind shows a little bit of a
Behind.
setback there because they want to quote concrete pretty soon.
Sure, okay. Okay,
So it's-
great.
It's progressing now.
Okay, good. Good to hear. All right then, if nothing else, we're gonna do acceptance of claims and adjournment. Thank you, gentlemen, very much for all your help.
Thank you. We need to keep the live stream running for this portion. I don't know if it's doing this.
Don't matter, recorded now.
That letter that you did for another parade. Yeah, make that letter up and I'll give you, and that one too. Yeah, you know, the one that I put on letterhead. I'll give you, I'll give it to
I've
you.
got one,
This is for the high school. And I don't have my,
I've got a pretty forward, you can just, you don't have a copy of this.
I think I do. That's part of it.
If I can look at it, see if it's close to mine, 'cause
Oh, I don't have a copy of the letter. I just got the request for the.
it's, the 26th. At 6 p.m. Homecoming parade.
Yeah, and
All right, I'll do
I've
something
got
up, I'll send
I've
it
got
to
the
you.
request, I just don't.
No, you're fine, yeah.
It was
What I'll do
here.
is I'll call Opie, I'll get all the stuff,
Okay.
all the information from him, because he's already hit me up for it.
Okay, he's the one that brought it in.
Yeah,
Oh, here
and
it is.
that's it.
Now I feel better. Okay, so we need the letter and then he needs copy of all this stuff back.
Huh?
And the letter, I don't know the letter.
We still do
It's
That's the
waiting
last-
for
That was the last
Yeah,
year.
well, no, we still do that. Because they,
And
yeah,
there's a route.
Oh, okay, because
this
of
is
the,
the dumpster.
So if you
Yeah.
have to-
Okay.
sorry.
No,
Did we ever look into the expense of the water
And that-
going down
that has
at
to
the
go
sewer
with it,
plant?
has to sign,
About
the
$7,000
sign.
a
Needs to
month.
make sure that the
Oh, I
doesn't
know.
say-
see, I think what
No,
happened.
I don't
was
think
Oh,
that
it's that-
typical?
that side is
I don't know.
I
I
think,
don't
yeah,
know.
I think Antron had already done
See,
this.
and I don't
And he
know
just
what
needed me
all,
to send him the letter, so I just
Yes,
sent him.
I don't know what all they're using water for.
Sounds
Yeah.
good, I'll see if I can find this.
Okay,
No,
and
I
if he
really
needs
don't.
more, let me know if I.
Well, this is from Bowling House, he's already done that.
He's the one that came in.
Yeah, so I'll talk to, I'll give, Mr. Bowling House a call.
Okay, and I'm sure that he knows what he needs, but I'm pretty sure he needs that letter.
Do you need this?
Yeah, hold on,
No,
hold on.
you need that, you need that letter, and if you give it to me or give it down.
Okay.
I
All
just
in,
make sure they get it back.
all in favor of accepting claims as presented? Oh, okay. I make the motion, so.
Okay, I second it.
Okay,
Aye.
okay.
still aye.
And I make a motion, we adjourn.
Aye.
About time.
7:38.
Oh, God.